Hi, welcome to SeniorShape. Today's workout is a gentle Pilates and stretching workout. We're going to spend the whole time on the floor. So make sure that you're nice and comfortable on a soft rug, maybe with a yoga mat, and also have on hand a firm pillow or maybe even a rolled up blanket. Later on in the workout, we're going to support our hips and sit on it. You're going to feel amazing after all of our stretching. It's going to relieve all the aches and tension, especially in your back. Today's workout also has a focus on the core. We're going to go ahead and get started, laying down on our backs. Feel yourself rolling down all the way on your back. And then make sure that your hips are in line with those ankles. Naturally, our spine has a little sway to it. Our first exercise is a lower back imprint. So naturally, again, we have a little sway right here. What we're going to do is we're going to close this gap and we're going to tighten our tummies and press the lower back into the mat and release. That's all it is. Again, pull the belly button in, press the lower back into the floor, and then release. Nice and slow. Tight tummies, maybe you can even feel it. Again, leaving no space in between the lower back and the mat. And release. Press. And release. Again, press. Really pressing that lower back into the floor. It's like doing a little pelvic tuck. Making sure that we're not lifting our hips off the floor though. And release. We have 5 more. Belly button and press. And release. Tighten. And release. Pull the belly button in. No space. And release. For 3. Release. Doesn't look like we're doing much, but you should feel this. Last one. Press that lower back into the floor. And release. Walk those heels an inch or 2 in closer to your bottom. Really relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And we're going to do a glute bridge. We're going to lift our hips off the mat, holding our hips as high as we can. Pull the belly button into the spine and then roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. It feels amazing on the lower back. Again, we lift it up, squeezing those glutes and stretching the hip flexors. Relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. Again, we lift up. Slow and controlled, finishing with that tailbone. Again, we lift. Squeeze those glutes, tighten the tummy. Exhale, rolling it down. And we inhale, lift. Exhale, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift. Exhale, lower. We have 3 more. Lift those hips. Remember to keep the head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Roll it down. Lift. Slowly lower. You might feel this in the quads as well, right on top of the thighs. Last one, we're going to lift. Hold this last one. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, relax shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and slowly lower down. Go ahead and put your hands to the outside. And then lift the feet up off the mat. Again, imprint that spine so the lower back is pressed against the mat. What we're going to do here is a little oblique exercise, and we're going to drop those knees side to side. Nice and slow and controlled. It does not matter how far you go down, but the further you go down, the harder it is. You do you. Keep that belly button pulled in and that lower back pressed into the floor. If this is proving to be too difficult, you can easily lower those heels towards the bottom. And again, nice and slow. Knees go side to side. This is a great exercise for the lower abdominals and the lower back as well. Go at your own pace. And we're also making sure that we're keeping both of our shoulder blades glued to the floor the whole time. We're making those abdominals and our core do all the work. We've got one more each side. Find your way back to center, and then go ahead and hug those knees in. Let's release that lower back. Maybe do a little rock and roll around, whatever feels good to you. Go ahead and release those legs and straighten them all the way down on our mat. I'm gonna move my pillow here. Keeping that little pelvic tuck, we're gonna lift one knee. We're gonna drop it all the way to the side. And then keeping that hip open, we're gonna straighten that leg all the way down. Knee comes back up, nice and slow. Drop it to the side. And if your knee only goes this far, that's great too. And extend. This is a nice hip opener. We lift. Drop. Extend it all the way long. And lift. Drop to the side. Keep that knee all the way to the side till your foot reaches the bottom. Then turn the knee back up to the ceiling. And lift. Open. Stretch it long. Lift. And open. Stretch it long. Don't forget about that lower back. Belly button is tucked in the whole time. And extend. We have one more on this side. Knee up. Extend to the side. And all the way down. Other side. Knee comes up. Twist it to the side. And then lengthen that leg all the way down. Again, tight tummies. Press the lower back into the floor. Extend that leg. Both shoulder blades stay on the floor the whole time, and both hips stay on the floor the whole time. And we lift. Down to the side. Extend all the way down. You may have noticed that one side tends to go further down the other. That's totally normal. One side is usually stronger or more flexible than the other. We lift to the side, lengthen down, 3 more, up, let it fall, extend, nice, slow and controlled. We lift, side, and lower. Last one, lift to the side and lower down. Good job. We're going to stay right here and simply just roll onto our sides. 2 options here. You can stay lifted up on that forearm. Sometimes it can tend to tire the shoulder, so if it's more comfortable for you, this is another option here to support your head. I want you to make sure that you are all lined up here. So your shoulder is in line with the hips, which is in line with the ankles. Top arm comes forward to support yourself here. And then bring both knees forward. So kind of like you're in an L shaped. Making sure again that your hips are stacked on top of each other and your shoulders are stacked on top of each other. Keeping our feet glued together, we're going to open up this top knee in a little clamshell here and then slowly lower it down. Try not to move your shoulders and open up the shoulders or the top, just opening up that knee to the top. We open and close. You're going to feel this right here in the glute and the side of the hips. The stronger our glutes are, the more pressure it takes off of our lower back. So the stronger our glutes on both sides, the hips and the back, the better we're going to feel. We open, slowly lower, lift, and close. 2 more. Open and close, lift and lower. Nice job. Stay here. We're going to extend this top leg nice and long. Flex that foot and bring it forward. Point the toe and then bring it back. Flex the foot, bring it forward. Point, bring it back. This is one of those you do you, depends on what your range of motion is. You're going to feel this in the hips, a nice stretch in the back of the leg as well. Flex forward, point the toe, all the way back. And flex, point, back. Let's do 3 more. Flex, point, and back. I know that leg is getting heavy. Forward, and back, forward, almost there. Give me 1 more. Flex forward, point it back. Now hold it back here, point that toe and give me a little leg lift right here. Again, working on the side hip, side of that glute, little teeny lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You made it. We're going to go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. So you can spin right over. I'm just going to switch sides here. Again, most important, we're going to make sure that we are all aligned. With our shoulders, our hips, knees down to our ankles. We're going to bring those knees towards the front, nice and close. Support yourself with this other hand right in front. We start with the clamshells, feet together. Knee comes up and lower down. Knee comes up and lower down. Again, you might find that your range of motion is different on both sides. Lift and lower. This side also might feel tired already because it was working as we were doing our other side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, shoulders and chest stay square to the front. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Extend that leg long. We flex it, bring it to the front, point it all the way to the back. Flex to the front, point the toe, and back. Flex forward, point back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale forward, exhale back. Flex forward, point. We've got 3 more, almost there. I know that leg's getting heavy. Flex, exhale back. Last one. Hold it back, point the toe, little leg lifts right here. It's back at a slight angle. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We are done with that series. We're going to go ahead and come back to that lying position on our back. Go ahead and again make sure that those ankles are in line with the hips and lift one leg to the ceiling. Rotate that foot, doing a nice ankle circle to the outside. Make it as big as you can. 2 more. And reverse. Roll the ankle towards the inside. Now hold that foot there and flex that foot, bringing the toes towards you, and then point them towards the ceiling. Flex, feeling a beautiful stretch all the way down the back of that leg, and point, flex, and point, flex, and point. Very gently grab behind that leg, trying to keep your knee mostly straight and bring that leg towards you. Again, for a really nice hamstring stretch. Hold it there, big inhale. And exhale. Keeping the same leg, I want you to cross that ankle on top of the other knee. This knee gently falls out to the side. Hold it here a moment, letting the hip open up, relaxing into that stretch. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and lift that bottom foot and then gently grabbing behind that thigh, hugging the knee towards you. So the foot that is on the knee, make sure that the knee is going directly to the side. You should feel a beautiful stretch in the side of that hip. This is my favorite stretch, and it's the perfect stretch for anybody that has any lower back issues, sciatica, psoas muscle. Really releases it. Now hold this here. I want you to flex that foot, and very gently and slowly, we're going to push this foot away from us, allowing the opposite hip to roll off the mat. We're going to gently roll over to the side. Ooh, you should feel that stretch deep and even more in that hip. And slowly roll it back to center. Again, very gently push that foot on top away from you, allowing the hip to come off the floor. And back to center. One more time, inhale. Push it away, hold, exhale. And come slowly back to center. Take this leg that's on top and cross it over just like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Readjust that grip to grab your shins or your ankles and then gently hug those knees in. You're going to feel the stretch even deeper into that glute muscle. Really relax into the mat. Big inhale. And exhale. Keeping the legs crossed, let them fall. If your right leg is on top, you're going to let the legs fall all the way to the left. Keeping the shoulders on the floor, and then take those arms and stretch all the way to the other side. Feeling a beautiful stretch in that torso. Big inhale here. Exhale as you melt into the mat. Let it all go. Release the tension. One more big inhale. And exhale, relax. Bring those arms back to center and the legs back to center and uncross those legs. We've got the other side. Go ahead and lift that other leg. Start with the big ankle circles to the outside. And let's reverse. Hold that foot there. Really flex, pulling those toes towards you. And point towards the ceiling. Flex. And point. Really do it with intention. One more flex. And point. Take that leg, gently pull it towards you, supporting it underneath that thigh. Feeling that stretch all the way up the back of the leg. And then if you're on the same leg as me, that left ankle comes across that right knee. Take a moment here to let that hip relax. Let's inhale. And as we exhale, lift up that bottom foot, grabbing underneath that thigh, and gently pull it in. This time again, making sure the opposite knee is out to the side. Hold that stretch there. And let's go ahead and flex that foot. That protects the knee joint. And here we go. We're going to push the foot away from us, over to the side, allowing the hip to gently roll off the mat, deepening that stretch in that hip. And come back to center. We do that 2 more times. Gently push that foot away. And back to center. One more time. Maybe you can go a little bit further this time. Feeling that stretch in that hip. And then we come back to center. Top leg crosses all the way over the bottom. Readjust that grip again to the shins or ankles and hug those knees in. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to drop those knees all the way over to the side and take the arms in the opposite direction, feeling a nice torso twist. Again, big inhale here. Exhale, relax into the mat. Feel like your body is just melting into it. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's unwind here, coming back to center. One more time, hug those knees in. And we're going to come to a seated position. So you can roll it on up or help yourself up to a seated position. Now is the time, if your flexibility doesn't allow for a straight spine, to grab your pillow. We're going to start with the legs straight out in front of us. Now, if you have a hard time getting into this position without rounding the back, now is the time for the pillow. So if you're going to use your pillow, give it a try. It just goes right underneath your bum. And then it should be more comfortable for you to try to straighten those knees and to be able to sit up with a nice straight spine. So totally optional. Try it both ways, see what you think. But we're going to start nice and tall. Again, legs extended out in front of us. Big inhale, arms go up. And we're going to exhale, forward fold. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and round that spine. Pull the belly button in and roll it up. Let's do that again. Big inhale. Reach as high as you can. Try to keep a neutral spine. Exhale. Forward fold. Reach towards me. Hold it here. Again, big inhale. Exhale. This time, go ahead and forward fold. Go ahead and round that spine. You'll feel that stretch will shift from the back of the legs maybe to the lower back. Just go as far as you can. And let's go ahead and roll that up. Bringing the soles of the feet together, little butterfly stretch, and just let the knees gently fall out to where it's comfortable. Don't push them down. And again, keep that pillow if you need it. Sitting up nice and tall, a nice straight neutral spine. Again, big inhale. Keeping that straight spine, gently come forward. We're not going to go very far. Feel this in those inner thighs. And lift. We're going to do that again, but this time I'll go ahead and let you round your back. Inhale. Round the shoulders, round the back. You'll find you can go a little bit further. Hold it here for one more big breath. In. And out. Belly button in. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Next, we have our split stretch. We won't be here long. Important to get those inner thighs that are tight. So just open up again to the point where you can keep your knees straight and your spine aligned. Go ahead and lift that right arm. Lift as high as you can, and we're going to reach all the way over to the side. So first we have a really nice side body stretch. Big reach. And then let's turn that stretch to our chest is towards our knee. Feeling the stretch this time in the back of the leg and also that lower back. Big inhale here. Exhale. Come on up and let's go to the other side. Reach up with your left arm as high as you can. Big stretch all the way over. So keeping our chest nice and open here. Think about you're trying to look underneath that arm. And then we're going to turn chest to knee. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come back to center. Nice and tall. Last one. We're going to go straight in the middle. Straighten that spine and gently lean forward with that chest. Try to keep that spine straight. Again, we're not going to go very far. I like to say a great point in stretching is that it shouldn't be painful, but it should be a little bit uncomfortable in order to gain any flexibility. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's see if you can go one more inch forward. Holding that stretch, keeping those nice deep breaths, and keeping that spine aligned. One more inhale here. And exhale. And help yourself by pushing up. Go ahead and sit however you're comfortable, crisscross, or with the legs straight out in front of you. I'm going to go ahead and stretch out the neck and the shoulders. I want you to take the chin to the chest, relaxing the back of the neck, and then slowly shake your head no, side to side. Making sure you're sitting up nice and tall with a nice neutral spine. Come back to center. And then lift that chin all the way to the ceiling, letting the back of the head drop back. Feeling that stretch in the front of the neck. And come back to center. Let's go ahead and stretch our shoulders. Take your right arm out, stretch it as far as you can to the side, and then gently cross it in front, pulling towards you. Feeling a nice stretch all the way in that upper back, through the shoulder and into the arm. Hold it here, big inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders down, relax, but keep that hug in. One more time in. And exhale. Bring that right arm back out to the side. Drop it down a little bit And then flex those fingers. You should feel that stretch all the way up the arm. And then go ahead and take your left ear down to the left shoulder. Feel that stretch deepen even more. And relax. Other side. Left arm goes out. Pull it in front and hugging it towards you. You can go ahead and hug it in here. I just don't want you to put any pressure on that elbow joint. Inhale. Exhale, drop that shoulder down. Keep that hug. One more time in. And exhale out. Taking that arm back out to the side. Dropping it slightly. Flexing those fingertips towards the ceiling. And then take the right ear down to that right shoulder. And release. Drop that chin to the chest again. Give me a big neck roll all the way to the right. 3 times both sides. Nice and slow. Get rid of all those creaks and cracks. Double check your posture. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. And come back to center. For our last exercise in the series, we're going to be on our hands and knees. So go ahead and remove the pillow or blanket if you're using that. Again, we're going to come to our hands and knees position, making sure that we are again lined up correctly, that the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, and that the knees are in line with those hips. I'm going to start with a move called bird dog. Pulling the tummy into the spine with a nice neutral or flat spine, so you should look like a table. Shift your weight to your left knee. And then I want you to extend your right leg straight out behind you, so that leg should be parallel to the floor. Find your balance here. Keeping the belly button tucked in. If you're ready, shift a little bit of weight to your right hand and then extend your left arm forward. Little wobbles here are good. Working on your balance. If you're not comfortable here, go ahead and lower that left hand back down to the floor and you can work your way up. So you can just do the leg or maybe even just do the arm. Hold it here and really lengthen. I want you to feel like someone is pulling on those fingertips and someone is pulling on those toes, lengthening even longer. And let's release it down. Other side, so shift your weight to your right knee and extend the left leg out to the back. Find your balance here. Belly button is pulled into the spine. When you're ready, shift a little bit of weight to that left palm on the floor and extend that right arm straight in front of you. Once you're comfortable with what we're doing, I want you to go ahead and look down about a foot or two in front of you to keep that neck in line with the spine. Hold it here and lengthen. Stretch your arm 1 inch longer. Stretch the leg 1 inch longer. Hold here, big inhale. And exhale, bring it back down. We're going to do that one more time. Shift that weight to the left knee and extend that right leg in back of you. Find your center of gravity here. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend that left arm. Hold it here, stretch longer. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, reach. And let's exhale it down. Other side, shift the weight to the right knee. Left leg comes behind us. Tummy in. When you're ready, extending the right arm out. Big reach, reach, reach in. Exhale. One more time in. And exhale. Lower both down. Let's go ahead and come into a child's pose, sitting those hips back on the heels extending the arms straight out in front. This feels wonderful on the lower back. Go ahead and relax here, allowing your lower back to round. Inhale and exhale. One more time in. And out. And then coming back to our all fours position. I want you to go ahead and curl those toes underneath you. Keeping this position, pulling the belly button into the spine, we're going to do a little modified plank here. What I want you to do very carefully is just lift your knees off the mat 1 or 2 inches. So right here we inhale and we lift the knees. Again, this is a modified plank. You're going to feel it in your shoulders and in your core. Hold it here. For 3, 2, 1, lower those knees back down. Take a little rest. We're going to do that 2 more times. If this is difficult for you, just do it for a second or 2 and we're going to work our way up. Again, curl those toes under. Inhale, lift those knees. Keeping that straight, neutral spine. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Relax. And last time, curl the toes. Here we go, lift the knees. This is a great one to practice on your own. Seeing how long you can hold this for. Making sure you maintain proper alignment and keep that belly button pulled in. For 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Child's pose again, sitting back on those heels, lengthening those arms in front. Breathe in and out. One more in. And out. While we're here, we're going to walk those hands over to one side. You should feel a nice stretch in the lower back of the opposite side. Walk those hands back to center, and let's walk them to the other side. Releasing the lower back. Come back to center. And last move, I promise. We're back at all fours. Again, this is for a lower back release and core. It's cat-cow. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift our chin to the ceiling, put a little sway in that back, and shift those hips up. That's our cow. We're going to drop the chin to the chest, rounding that back up 1 vertebrae at a time, and this is our cat. So we are arching way up high like an angry cat. And nice and slow, let's come back to cow. We lift our chin, put a sway in that back, really lift those hips and push them back. Again, dropping the chin and rounding it up. And again, lift the chin. Hips go back. Drop the chin. Round the back up. Let's do it one more time. Chin up, hips back. Drop the chin. And round it up. Go ahead, sit back on those heels. Pull the tummy in, round the back. And slowly roll it up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Finish by rolling those shoulders up and back for good posture. Loosening out any tension. Let's roll the wrists. I know sometimes we can feel some pressure on our wrists when we're in the all fours position. And reverse. You can hear mine cracking. And release it down. Big inhale, arms go up. Exhale. One more time, big inhale up. And exhale. I hope you enjoyed that workout. I know I did. I always feel a million times better after doing those exercises and stretching. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked the video, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications when there's new videos posted. We'll see you next time.